morning, South Africa, and welcome to Talk SA. I'm Timiami and coming to you from Alex. Gender-based violence is very common in a place like this, and it's a problem that will not go away unless we openly speak about it and hopefully change mindsets. Talk SA has been invited by Brothers for Life to come and witness as they host these community dialogues right here in Alexandra to try and address this issue. Let's join in. Brothers for Life is a national campaign targeting mainly men aged 30 and over. It seeks to address the risks associated with having multiple and concurrent partnerships, sex and alcohol, gender-based violence, and promotes HIV testing, male involvement in PMTCT, and health-seeking behaviors in general. The campaign is a collaborative effort led by the Department of Health, Johns Hopkins Health and Education in South Africa, and more than 40 other civil society partners working in the field of HIV prevention and health. The campaign's activities include faith-based and opinion leaders within communities around social constructions of men and male responsibilities. Ngimelana noMandla Ndlovu, i-program manager ye Brothers for Life. Namhlanje bahlasele i-Alex njani futhi?
Yaphela njani sisi?
Kungani kubalekile ukwenza uku-involve umphakathi ezintweni so wani ngenza ama-pamphlet or incwadi nje kuphela wani izani ivakashe umphakathi?
Into esaziyo ukuthi if abantu bengekho i-part of whatever is happening, they don't buy into the issues that much, yabo. So it's important that the community feel that they own this activity, they are part of it, in order to bakwazi ukufunda, bakwazi ukuthola leyo information, bazi ukuthi into yabo ngempela. Njenganamhlanje abantu esikhuluma nabo, they really appreciate ukuthi size kubo, they feel ukuthi sibahloniphile ngokuba nabo and basithatha serious ngoba nakho size kubo.
Ngitshela masikhulume ngeprogram yanamhlanje kube kwenzakalani le tende ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi ni-erupte itende second.
Sine community dialogue kwenye indawo another part ye-Alexandra la sifocus khona more on issues around violence komama. Sinabantu abafana noPatrick Shai, sinomuntu ofana noSilayelo Silota, sizoba nabanye futhi abantu abadumile abazolida by example njengoTiko Modise ozobe khona noMatthew Booth ozobe khona. I think abantu base-Alexandra bazobona ukuthi ngempela if abantu abafana noPatrick Shai bethatha i-lead bekhombisa ukuthi izinto zenziwa kanjani ayikho nabo into engabahlule kwenzeni the same thing. Into in our experience into sesiyibonile ukuthi uma ngabe umuntu wesilisa kwazi ukulungisa i-relationship yakhe yabo umuntu wakhe abe happy naye ngokunjalo uba happy. So abantu esisebenza nabo nje the brothers that we work with, they understand ukuthi the benefits are not just for you yabo as a partner, they are for me as well, nabantwana bethu nempilo yethu nje in general iyashintsha nje for the better.
Nje kunokuthi bekwenzana lapha
emva kwethu lapha kune roadblock sisebenza namaphoyisa ase-Alexandra. Kwenziwe i-roadblock, amaphoyisa ayazimisa imoto kodwa i-roadblock enomehluko ngoba i-focus is on the information especially around i-gender based violence. So umuntu mayemisiwe ke amaphoyisa nathi siyasikhuluma naye lowo muntu ngokuthi yini into yena leyo muntu angayenza ukwehlisa udlame generally nodlame kuma relationship, domestic violence, udlame enganeni, udlame kwabantu besimama.
Mhlakaniphile, very creative. A day to remember for the Alex drivers, where normally a group of police at an intersection means penalties and jail for others. Today, the roadblock was more empowering. Bale mise roadblock ne usatsoha.
Nexatsoha baba.
So ne kuta jang ha fitla ko roadblock ba sa check next ka koloi ba ta fa fela information ka it.
Ke kutla o right gore ke ba le kutlisa re go ba reng ka yona. And then go no tseba gore go etsagalang ka pampiri tse ke di tshwereng.
Una nanga start se ba sentse maponisa today?
No, na ke bona ka re very nice. Yeah, it's very nice ba yetsa. Ke mosebetsi o sentse re ba o yetse.
Ba itse ntho tse good sometimes ka ba ska fa ba
ntho tse di ticket fela ka go sna le ntho ngwe sentse ba re fe yona. So ba re fa ntho tse di right le rena re tla bona gore no go etsagalang ka tsona. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ke leba papa. Bye bye.
Ke leba bye.
Drive safe.
No, I thought maybe a roadblock or maybe somebody's a stolen car, but I never shared some mood, but I never thought of it's just an operation.
Okay. About being a better man for South Africa.
Okay.
Le go tlhokomela malapa a lona, le tlhokomeleng against AIDS.
Okay.
La bona.
It's not something that I can blame. It's good. You don't have to, but maybe every day they must see a different person who cares about the person, people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. After work I'd go out for a drink with a couple of the guys, and whenever I got home, it was the same thing. I was like treated like a 15-year-old in my own house, and I was never drunk. I was maybe a bit tipsy, but she'd just go on at me, and finally I just couldn't take it anymore. And without even knowing it, I hit her. And then it was like some other power that was taking control of me, and it was just too much. But I mean, in many ways, she asked for it, and I was in a state of complete rage, and she provoked me. I mean, she actually really asked for it, and sober or not, I probably would have done the same thing. I'm telling you right now, I would have done it. And the problem is her.
You decide what to do. You umuntu like responsible for yourself. If you wanna be umuntu maybe uhlukumeza abanye abantu and everything is iphuma ukuthi like where you from, your background and stuff, ukuthi ukhule kanjani mawumuntu, like where you wanna be, everything you can change it. Like if you khule in a endlini la maybe bahlukumeza umama wakho or father is always fighting, you can also change that ngawe, because you see ukuthi ubaba muso, you know ukuthi into so wrong, so you don't want this thing ukuthi phile kunama fights endlini all the time. So and another thing cause maybe it's power, like everything ukuthi maybe ubaba uyosebenza endlini, like is the one who ne power ening, is the one who's controlling, so they end up worshipper yena, then it causes nama divisions like and stuff like that. So they end up taking side kababa, because ubaba is the one who's affording everything, is the one who's working, is the one who's paying the school fees, the bills and everything. Like maybe umama yena can't do, like isn't this thing, and like ingane nazo zahlukumezeka in a way. Like
we should always try to find the root causes of some of the abuses that is happening. Ne? Before I can jump into the issue of the choices. Basically, if you look at a married couple, married in the African way. Obviously, we know and everything. Ne? And then there is what we call mosadi walaiwa. Ne? If you ever had, that chance or omamele, when now these two people have been given like ways in which now they should behave within the marriage, you will hear that is basically where everything starts. Because now a woman will be told she must accept whatever the man brings into the house. If the man finds himself a lot of concubines outside, she should accept that. Basically she should not stand for her rights and everything. She should just accept what is happening. Now the man is being given the leverage showering. He must now go outside and do bad things. A man is being told that he's strong. Now men are physically strong, women are emotionally strong. You see? So basically now what is happening is that is basically where the root causes become, it becomes a problem. Because as a man, I know that I've paid lobola for this woman. And whatever that I bring to the house, she must always agree. She's not going to disagree with whatever that I say. If she disagrees with whatever that I say, I use my physical strength. You have the power of choice to say now, how am I going to react to such a situation? How are you going to react when the woman says no to what you are bringing? Are you going to use your violence, or are you going to use your ears and listen and basically now start working things out with her?
I think a lot of people would think maybe sometimes, and Tatesha was talking here and saying some of the things, you learn them and you accept them as if they are a way of life. So it's not that you are doing it because you have got control over it. So I think there is still need for community awareness, people won't just change. Those people that observe that there's something wrong, I think focus groups like this are going to bring it into the mind. So the community and the closer people still have a role, but because of individuality these days, people believe if they point out something that is wrong in their neighbors, in their family members, they are interfering. But I think because of the escalation of violence, now the communities are becoming aware that, or maybe the groups, that we need to do something in order to conscientize the communities that this is not a normal way of life. We need to do something so that people can be conscientized and do something about this.
We need a support ya rona as the neighbors because dula mo di kone re gossipa ka yona. Next time ka be le wena wa ngwana wa hao or e ka be le lapa la hao le leng jwang. Hore re buildane as community. Re tshwantse go kopana re buisane re bontshane ka lelapa leo gore na re le thusa jwang re le fa le efe support and then ke eng steps up re tshwantse o se etsa re tshwantse go find out gore na why lelapa leo le na le a violent inside ke eng e khosang then re tla gona go deal ka that problem and ho na le di stakeholders di NGOs tse re ka gona go kopana le tsona gore re lokise problem ya lelapa leo unlike gore re tsamaye re gossipa.
Ke mona le abuti James Mpele from Lifeline. O ka abuti?
Yes.
Yeah. Today le tlile mo mosebetsing wa Brothers for Life.
Yes. Brothers for Life, they are partners because they are also a community organization. So we are here to really promote each other and make the community Alex aware the services is really provided for the community. So the whole idea for today was just to dialogue with the community, just to hear and understand and the issue about Dylan as Lifeline. We are interested in their emotional well-being. So we decided to spend the day today just to dialogue and engage the community.
Happy na kwentse ngata o thola una le violence e tsahalang go community mara batho ba bua ba shwela ka hare.
Batho ba bua ba shwela ka hare. So because of people who are giving the testimony of where they've been, like Brother Patrick, the community is able to understand pain, violence, trauma, all these things, they are there. Because normally what happens, when you have a crisis, you think, I'm the only one. In the meantime, everybody is experiencing the same crisis. And for community dialogues like these, they help people to talk about their experiences, share their pain. And when the pain is out there and you speak about your pain, then you are closer to finding a solution.
I'm saying it's Piwe and Tepo. They are South African actors and they're both Brothers for Life. How did you guys become Brothers for Life?
I got it through this young gentleman here. I was actually quite jealous that he's made this move before I have. Okay. And I'd like to make as much difference because if people can scream and shout for me, it means I have an effect on them. Yes. So if I can have a positive effect on them, I don't see why not. So campaigns like this can't pass me by because I've got mothers, I've got sisters, I've got, and you can't not encourage such type of things. Because if a company can make me want to wear their car brand to influence people, I want to wear this kind of brand and influence people positively.
Really make a difference in communities. Yeah. Lovely, Tepo.
For me, I volunteered to join. And the reason for that was that this was a movement for men to participate actively in rebuilding our society. I think very often we've looked at those kinds of soft issues as women's things. And suddenly there's a movement where men are saying, okay, no, we're part of the society, we want to build it. And I thought, I want to be that man. So that's how I came to be involved. I volunteered, I sought them out and I said, listen, I want to be a brand ambassador.
Every day, the same day.
Talk every time you come home.
Well, I was
Take no responsibility.
Because you treat
you behave like a teenager. That's
one push on you, one push here. One push.
Prove that you're a real man.
You're asking for it. You're asking for it. It's like no one again.
I've got a song in my album. It says "Umphathe kahle." But wrong by opela film. Maybe I understand. I understand. You know. Umphathe kahle. Umntwana bantu wiphathe kahle into nabantu ebere motshware ka lerato ngwana ba ay ongamona sa amnat motshware le ka hlompo because basically says motshware ka lerato motshware le ka hlompo because hlompo means respect. Yes, that we need to show our women love and we also need to show them respect because even the Bible tells you, men love your women. That's the only requirement that God asks, that we need to love our women, but we also need to respect our women.
Lovely, well said.
Thank you.
Talent for an ambassador for a good cause.
groups that we need to do something.
No,
e tsamaile hantle haholo ke nahana hore re ithutile tse ngata ho tswa setjhabeng le ho ba bang ba barumuwa le mekgatlo e fapafapaneng e ne le teng ka hare ho event ena ya kajeno.
Ha ba le mathata a bonang ka re a common ho batho ba farologaneng.
No, ke tla hore mathata a tlhekefetso ke mathata a common. Se 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 utlwang ka motho o mong a se bua mhlomong a ke a se bua exactly the same way o wena o se buang ka yona or o se bonang ka teng. Empa ha o re wa sheba qetellong mathata a rona a common jwalo ka setjhaba sa Africa Borwa as a society.
Ya ngazama ukulivikela ngendlela eningi ngifonele amaphoyisa ngikhulume nawo lokho i-boyfriend yakhe mabe ngazwisisi hayi kushuthi ke sofonela abakasidlodlo.
If I found out like someone close to me is being abused, I would first, in most cases, like the victims don't realize that they're being abused. They think they're doing something wrong or something. So like I would try to convince, like to make the person see that they're being abused.
Yeah, no, I think like talking helps. If you talk to that person, and I'm sure even if like I don't know, but I could guide her from like koketso ele chomi aka ka bua chomi eng so nka utla ke la bona gore no mara ke una le bothata o so and then ka bua lene as chomi aka mo advice gore no chomi gona le ntho tse di sona maybe like ko skolong gona le batho ba so ba o ka buang di bona ke la bona like for these kind of problems because like I have had friends ba leng gore they were abused and all ke la bona and like go hectic in a way go bua le motho but gape ke la bona you have to be brave for your friend ke la bona be there for that person ke la bona because in a way he or she needs you. It's you to show him or her the channel but then yeah, I think it's my kind of way. Yeah.
I'm standing with Tiko Modiso, one of the most loved soccer players in South Africa. Okay, today went a public HIV test.
Yeah. Lapila ke 2 years ago salaga yetsa and nako ke yetsa at that time it's to encourage my soccer colleagues as well or ba le bona they should get tested as well because there are the challenges re di tholang week in week out the temptations re di tholang being celebrities so ke ba encourage le bona just to know the status they don't have to ba yetse le nna the week yetsa ka thing like in public so but they can always do it in their own time so basically ke yona tseke sa mo yetsa so by coming here today just to keep that consistency that ke yentse 2 years ago.
Brother for life when
yes ma'am I am.
Wait, qualify with Brother for life?
Because I'm a good boy. No, basically I'm a good husband and I'm a best husband that we can have.
You married?
Of course, yes.
Okay. He's a good boy, you said. Thank you, Abuti.
Thank you, Mom.
Sure. I'm sitting here with Group TSM. These funky brothers also took part in the dialogues. Really joined dialogue.
I think everyone, like, for you to understand better about, because